8 signs you're being used, not loved. Have you ever wondered whether someone truly loves you, or whether they're simply benefiting from what you provide? Love can sometimes be difficult to recognize because real affection and manipulation can look surprisingly similar at first. A person may shower you with attention, make promises about the future, and tell you exactly what you want to hear. But over time, their actions reveal a different story. The painful truth is that some people don't stay in relationships because they love their partner. They stay because they're getting something out of it: money, emotional support, validation, convenience, status, or even just someone to fill their loneliness. And when you're emotionally invested, it's easy to miss the warning signs. In this video, we'll explore 8 powerful signs that suggest you're being used rather than genuinely loved. If several of these signs sound familiar, it may be time to take a closer look at your relationship. Let's begin. Sign number 1. They only contact you when they need something. One of the clearest signs of being used is that communication feels one-sided. Think about it. Who usually initiates conversations? Who sends the first text? Who checks in just to see how the other person is doing? If someone only reaches out when they need money, a favor, emotional support, transportation, help with a problem, or simply someone to entertain them, that's not a healthy relationship dynamic. Pay attention to what happens when they don't need anything. Do they still make time for you? Do they ask how your day went? Do they show genuine interest in your life? People who truly love you want to be part of your life, not just access your resources. Love says, "How are you?" Being used sounds more like, "Can you help me again?" Sign number 2, your needs are always secondary. Healthy relationships involve give and take. Both people's feelings, goals, and needs matter. But when you're being used, your needs seem to exist at the bottom of the priority list. Perhaps you always adjust your schedule to fit theirs. Maybe you're constantly making sacrifices while they rarely compromise. Whenever you need support, they suddenly become unavailable. Yet when they need something, you're expected to drop everything immediately. Over time, this creates an imbalance where one person becomes the giver and the other becomes the taker. A loving partner wants to see you happy, fulfilled, and emotionally healthy. Someone using you often views your needs as inconvenient obstacles to getting what they want. Sign number 3. They disappear when you're going through hard times. One of the greatest tests of love is adversity. It's easy to stay around when everything is going well. It's much harder to remain supportive during difficult moments. Ask yourself, when you've experienced loss, stress, illness, financial struggles, or emotional pain, were they there for you? Or did they suddenly become distant? Many people enjoy the benefits of a relationship when things are comfortable, but when real challenges appear, their commitment disappears. True love doesn't vanish when life becomes difficult. In fact, genuine love often becomes stronger during hardships. Someone who only stays during the good times may be enjoying the benefits of your presence without truly caring about your well-being. Sign number 4. They make you feel guilty for setting boundaries. Healthy relationships respect boundaries. Manipulative relationships punish them. Imagine saying no to a request. Maybe you don't want to lend money. Maybe you're too tired to help. Maybe you simply need some personal space. How do they react? Do they respect your decision? Or do they become angry, disappointed, passive-aggressive, or guilt-trip you into changing your mind? People who love you understand that your boundaries are necessary and healthy. People who use you often see boundaries as threats because boundaries limit their access to what they want. If every attempt to protect your time, energy, or resources results in guilt or conflict, that's a serious warning sign. Sign number 5. They care more about what you provide than who you are. This sign can be subtle. Ask yourself a simple question. If you suddenly lost everything you currently provide, would they still be around? Would they stay if you couldn't offer financial support? Would they stay if you stopped solving all their problems? Would they stay if you no longer boosted their self-esteem or social status? Real love values the person. Being used means being valued primarily for your utility. Someone who loves you enjoys your company, respects your character, and appreciates who you are at your core. Someone using you focuses mainly on what you can do for them. The difference may seem small at first, but over time it becomes impossible to ignore. Sign number 6. The relationship feels exhausting. Love isn't always easy, but it shouldn't leave you emotionally drained all the time. Many people being used describe the relationship with words like exhausting, stressful, one-sided, emotionally draining. They constantly give more than they receive. They're always fixing problems. They're always accommodating someone else's needs. They're always walking on eggshells. Meanwhile, the other person seems perfectly comfortable taking without giving much in return. A healthy relationship should bring support, comfort, and mutual growth. If you consistently leave interactions feeling depleted while the other person leaves feeling satisfied, the balance may be seriously off. Sign 7. They show affection only when they want something. Affection should be genuine. Unfortunately, some people use affection strategically. Notice whether their warmth, compliments, attention, or romantic gestures appear mainly before they ask for something. Maybe they're especially loving when they need money. Maybe they become unusually affectionate before requesting a favor. Maybe they only seem interested when they're trying to gain something. This pattern is sometimes called transactional affection. Instead of love being freely given, affection becomes a tool for influence. Healthy love remains relatively consistent. Manipulative affection appears and disappears depending on what the person hopes to gain. If someone's kindness feels conditional, pay attention. It may not be love driving their behavior. Sign 8. You feel appreciated only for what you do. Perhaps the most telling sign is how they make you feel. Do you feel genuinely valued as a person, or do you feel like a service provider? People who are loved feel seen. Their thoughts matter. Their feelings matter. Their dreams matter. Their individuality matters. People who are being used often feel invisible beyond their usefulness. Their value seems tied to what they contribute rather than who they are. The moment they stop giving, helping, supporting, or sacrificing, the relationship suddenly becomes strained. A powerful question to ask yourself is this: when was the last time this person expressed appreciation for who I am rather than what I do for them? The answer may reveal more than you expect. Why people stay in these relationships? If these signs resonate with you, you might wonder, why didn't I see it sooner? The answer is simple. Most people who use others aren't obvious about it. They mix genuine moments of kindness with selfish behavior. They create hope that things will improve. They make their partner believe that if they just give a little more, love will finally be returned. Human beings are naturally optimistic, especially when emotions are involved. We often focus on potential rather than reality, and sometimes we become so invested in saving a relationship that we forget to evaluate whether it's actually healthy. Conclusion. Being loved and being used can sometimes feel similar in the beginning. Both may involve attention, communication, affection, and time together, but over time the difference becomes clear. Love is built on mutual respect, reciprocity, support, and genuine care. Being used is built on extraction, one person continually taking while the other continually gives. If you've recognized several of these signs in your own relationship, don't ignore them. You deserve relationships where your value isn't measured by your usefulness. You deserve people who appreciate not only what you can do for them, but who you are as a human being. Because real love doesn't ask, "What can I get from you?" Real love asks, "How can we grow together?" If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who may need to hear this message. And remember, the right people won't love you for what you provide. They'll love you for who you are. Thanks for watching.